Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the Porunga Dragon Ball campaign. Everything you need to know about how you can get Porunga Dragon Balls, and we're going to discuss the rewards that you get from Porunga Dragon Balls and which ones you should wish for. So the Porunga Dragon Ball campaign is announced with the Thank You celebration. It's a pretty fun time. It's a lot of great rewards for a lot of players, and most people will honestly really enjoy getting the rewards and obviously collecting the Dragon Balls. Every day you'll get a hint for how to get the day's Dragon Balls. How it works is there are 3 sets of Dragon Balls. So there are 3 sets of 7 Dragon Balls. You have to collect the first set of Dragon Balls before you can collect the second set, and you have to collect the second set before you can collect the third set. Now the event runs from the 4th of November to the 28th of November, so you have a little bit of lead time. You don't have to get every single Dragon Ball as it comes out on the day. You do have a little bit of lead time. There are 21 Dragon Balls, which means 3 sets of 3 wishes. So in total you'll have 9 wishes for you to get, and that's pretty good stuff. 9 wishes is actually a lot of value. There's a lot of great rewards to get, so we're going to take a look at those now. I think most notably the 2 things I would like to point out in terms of the rewards is the celebration tickets and the gift cards. So before we talk about the other rewards and things like that, I think we'll highlight those 2 just because of how they work. So the gift cards you can only get on round 1 and round 3, and the summon tickets you can only get on round 2. So those ones are the only ones that are kind of time gated. They're like the only ones that are specifically only available on a certain set of Dragon Balls. Then we have things like super attacks for the Kais, we have things like hidden potential orbs, we have things like meat, story tickets, story keys, etc. Lots of resources for training, support items, credible gems, lots of good value items. So there is a lot of value here for new players, old players, veteran players, etc. I'm going to talk about all of that after we discuss some of the more minutiae and details about the event, and more specifically the gift cards and the celebration tickets. In terms of the specifics, so it does mention here, you do have to obviously get the first set of Dragon Balls before you can get the second set before you can get the third set, and vice versa. So that's obviously something very important. And then they also mention here just about the tickets and about the gift cards that they're only available on select summons. So please remember that, guys. If you want the gift cards or the tickets, you need to make sure you choose them during that window. If you don't, then you are not going to be able to get them and benefit from them. So let's go and talk about that right now. But the first things first, the most important thing is, how do you get the Dragon Balls? So a new tip will be given every day. If you go to the team section, if you go to Shenron, you will see that Porunga is there now, and he's just hanging out. Obviously today I have the 1-star Dragon Ball. The tip will be available in the news and here. If you click the Dragon Balls, you should see the tip pop up if you do not have them. If you see this sign, it just means that the Dragon Ball is not released yet. So that's the basic principle of it. Every day I will upload a video on how to get the day's Dragon Ball, and hopefully it'll be able to help you out. In the top right hand corner, the number 1 or the 1st star Dragon Ball has already been released, so I did a video on that, and you can click there. So then in terms of everything else, the gift cards and the ticket summons, so let's talk about those and let's see if there's any value there. For me, I always take free units. For me, free units are always good value. There's going to be people that have fully rainbowed accounts that don't need free units. That's fair enough. But for me, if you're a player that's even not like remotely not fully rainbowed on stuff, take the free units. The tickets, the gift cards are pretty high value actually. There's a lot of cool heroes units that have been added in. I think there's an incredible amount of value here. Units like Janembu, who people are realizing are insane and super good on a transformation boost team. You've got units like Kulieza. You've got tons of really awesome units here. So I personally am very good with like taking these tickets, if you know what I mean. I think They are very, very, very awesome. So super happy with that, super happy with everything. Definitely take the gift cards. I think take the gift cards. There's so many good choices here. I will talk about which one's the best in a separate video, but generally speaking, I think these are some excellent choices. I think there are some really powerful units here that a lot of players can definitely get their hands on. You know, considering the amount of tickets you can get your hands on, you can get up to 5 tickets. You could literally build a whole heroes team, for example. So I definitely suggest the gift cards. I think they're super high value, and I would take them both. They will be available on step 1 and step 3, so I would grab them definitely with one of my wishes. Then we have the tickets. So the tickets are here under the ticket. They're not the premium one, they're the one just below. There's a guaranteed SSR for every 5, so that is pretty good value. Guaranteed SSR for every 5 is pretty nice value. Honestly speaking, take the tickets. Even if it's just for a random shot at maybe a good SSR. For me, you got to think of it as two attempts at getting, you know, the SSR. I think it'll be 3 tickets. So I definitely would suggest getting the tickets. It's a free shot at the banner. You know, worst case scenario, you pull 2 SRs that you can't use, fair enough. But best case scenario, you pull one of the good DFEs. Tickets for me are always kind of a no-brainer. They're a fun way to take a free shot at the banner, and so I would honestly suggest that you focus on them. At least for me as a player, I always take them. Next is Kais. So super attacks, always valuable. Kais are always super valuable. If you're basically not someone if you're new, if you're a veteran, if you're not, Kais are always useful. It's just how it is. Summoning a whole bunch of Kais is going to help you clear out units. I always take at least 1 set of the Kais. It just helps me in a tight spot. Hidden potential, again, if you're a veteran like me, you maybe have a lot of hidden potential orbs, but even I rainbow every free-to-play unit, so grabbing hidden potential orbs really does help me out, especially since I don't do the daily growth missions every day anymore. Gotten a tiny bit lazy there. The meat, I can't really suggest it. I have tons of meat. I've never used like all of my meat at any given time. I've never sat and gone, wow, I really wish I had meats at this point. I honestly just can't really suggest using it. I think we get so many stamina related events and bonuses and things like that. It just doesn't really help too much. Very similar with the ticket, the keys for the Portal of Memories. I just have so many of them that I use occasionally a lot of. It's just unreasonable. These support items, I do suggest I always pick up at least 1 batch of support items and incredible gems. The green incredible gems will be used for EZAing units in the future. They're used for prime battle EZAs. You're definitely going to want them as a new player, veteran player. Grab them. And the support items, 30 of them is actually nice. Some of them are more difficult to get, things like Whis, etc. Strengthening your allies is something that's a bit more specific to brand new players. If you're super new to the game, or you're within your first couple months, I would suggest picking this up. A lot of Zenny, which will help with awakening and EZAs that you're probably going to want to do. Training items, which a lot of players struggle to build a stockpile of, especially in the beginning. So training items is fine if you're like brand new to the game. But for me, I would definitely pick up hidden potential, gift cards, summon tickets, super attack, and then I will probably pick up 1 of the support items, and then I'll just kind of fill out on whichever of those ones I want. You can pick multiple of the same wish, so you can pick 2 Kais, for example, or 3 hidden potential orbs. So yeah, definitely some good value for me. Super happy with that. So yeah, there's nothing else really in connection to the Porunga Dragon Balls. So there's no missions or anything directly correlated to them, but obviously they can help you complete your missions, considering whatever your tasks are. So that's about it. Honestly speaking, I think that's everything you need to know. Let me know in the comments what you plan on wishing for. It'll be really interesting to see. And also, yeah, if you're struggling with anything, I'll gladly give you guys some help. That's going to be it from me. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.